Tell me, go like this when you're live.
All right, we're good, man. Good.
You live?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to show Nate how to remove this vanity and this cabinet and the countertop and all that. This is all the tools that you need to do this with, and everybody pretty much has a putty knife, or they have a 5-in-1. You're going to need a pair of channel locks to loosen the drain, a knife to cut the border here, because what you're going to try to do that the TV shows come in with hammers to do is when I do something, I know I got to repair it. We took the mirror off, and we're going to have some drywall repairs here that are going to have to be made because the new vanity is only going to be here. So this light fixture has to be moved over to the center because before the mirror went all the way to the corner, where the new countertop's only going to be to here. We're going to remove the countertop very simply because you don't want to have more of a repair than you need. So we'll go through here and cut all this, loosen this all up. I'll show you what you need to. You need a 5/8 open wrench to take the water, to loosen the water lines off the shutoffs. You need this to loosen the drain pipes. This helps to peel it back because it's a rigid 5-in-1. It's very, very rigid. This is flexible, so it kind of breaks. If this was siliconed on, it'll break this. Because you can see these were used. They use mirror mastic with this, and if you get behind it, you can pull it off real easily. I'm going to use this to initially break it, this multi-tool, because it'll break it. But the first thing we did was we came down here, we shut the water lines off, and then now we're going to disconnect the water lines. Now you're going to have a little bit of water. I'm not going to put anything in here because it doesn't matter if this gets wet because these cabinets are going to be replaced anyway. And they're in pretty bad shape to begin with. We're going to save what we can save and repurpose it or give them to Habitat for Humanity. These don't get just smashed into a million pieces like they do on TV. So you loosen all these water lines up with a 5/8 wrench. And you just loosen up. You may get a little bit of water in here, but first you shut the main water off because you never know if these shutoffs are going to be any good or not. And we did run into the shutoffs here, and we had a plumber come in and cap these off. So these are there. Now that's free. Loosen this one up. And you can see these weren't very tight, but they didn't leak. Thank God. And all these are going to be replaced too. We're going to, once this is all done, we're going to have a plumber come in and put new shutoffs in, new drains in, because some of them are pretty damaged. And they don't work properly. Because with the toilets, when the toilets were removed, we did the shutoff. We turned the shutoff to shut the water line off, and they still leaked on all 3 of them that were taken out. So they were capped off, and later on, once the drywall's done and everything's painted and they put the new toilets in, they'll put brand new shutoffs on, so that way we'll know that everything's fine. So this is all shut off. Now what we're going to do is come in here. And if this is a little bit stubborn and we can't get it off because it's pretty tight, just grab a pair of channel locks and get on here and just loosen that up. Okay? You want to leave the P-trap in here because once everything's off, you can get to the P-trap and dump it down the drain or something, because these really stink because it lets the gas come back up. Now right now, once everything's loose, I'll be able to lift the sink right out of here because this just, the drain from the sink goes right into the P-trap. And what the P-trap does, there's water that sets in this little bowl here area, and it keeps the gas from coming back up and coming up through the drain. So that's all we need to do underneath. We can shut this now. The next step is going to be taking the countertop off, disconnecting the sink, pulling it all off, and all you need, which most homeowners have, this was for the drain. a 5/8 inch box rod wrench. That took care of all the plumbing for now. This is going to break the seal of the caulk. This will help peel it off, and if it's a little stubborn, we'll use the multi-tool. And then this is a cordless drill with a square bit for the screws that are holding the countertop and the cabinet to the wall. So that's pretty much all you need. So let's start removing the countertop. We're just going to set this aside right this second. So what you're going to try to do is once they put this in, they caulked it. So what we're going to try to do is break the caulk joint here. So just take your utility knife, put a fresh blade in it, and cut this free. Don't worry about damaging it because you're not going to be reusing the countertop. It's pretty beat up. Here, let me set that over. You can see I'm already breaking this free. Now the one thing nice about this is we're not going to have any drywall repair because this is the old style vanity. That's only 30 inches tall. The new ones, they're kind of going to countertop height for kitchen. So the new vanity will actually be higher. So the countertop will be up here. So all this will be hidden. So there's actually going to be no repair in this area, only right here, because there's not going to be a countertop over there in the future. So now we're ready to start breaking it free. Take your putty knife, get it in here. It's literally that easy. You can see they siliconed it on or caulked it on, and that's it. And so you don't have the drywall. You're doing this because you don't want to peel the drywall all the way up. Because if I wouldn't have cut that caulk, when I went to peel it off, it would have pulled all that off. Just in case you're not using higher countertop. Then you just take a putty knife, take that off. You just have a little bit of drywall repair there, and maybe a little texture on it. And you know what? Any homeowner can do that if they have some patience. You don't need to go hire a drywall to come in to do a little bit of stuff. Now, major stuff, yes. Like patching in these doorways, then you want to hire a professional to do something like that. Or if you feel comfortable doing it, give it a shot. Because if you put too much mud on, you can always sand it off. All right, you can see they put a screw in here, which isn't uncommon. So there's probably a bow in that wall somewhere. They just use a standard square head screw, which is pretty typical for any cabinets. Then we do the same thing with this. If it gets a little too stubborn and it doesn't like to come off, we use this. But let me cut this again to make sure that we're good and corner here, and you can hear that. I don't know if you can hear it on there, but you can hear the release of the caulk. You just put this one in here. You can hear that now. Hear it peeling. You just kind of walk your way down with it. The average homeowner can do stuff if they just take their time. I mean, the money you're going to save over hiring a contractor. Okay. There's that. Okay. Our next step, we don't even need this because it came off pretty easily. Okay, now we're going to look to see how this is attached to the cabinet, which it should be with the square head screws. I don't know if you're going to be able to get a shot of this, but usually there's a screw in this corner, maybe there and there, but not necessarily all the time. So we'll have to get down and look in here. In this circumstance, there is one in every corner. Okay, let me get over there. It's kind of hard because these bathroom vanity door openings aren't very big. But the one thing nice is this drill has a light on it, so I can actually see it. And then there's two in the back. So just get your drill ready. This one's a little more difficult. Okay, I got one more. That's it. That's 4 of them. This is loose. This should all come off in one piece if we did it right. And the nice part about it is if you do it nicely, you may be able to use it again. If you can't use it personally, Habitat for Humanity is a nice organization. You can always donate it to any local place. Just call, look in your phone book, see who has one. We happen to have one on Hillsborough Ave where we live. And they're more than happy to take your stuff from you. So there's that. All in one piece. See, you don't need to take a hammer and smash everything like they do on TV. It's nonsense. It's great for TV, don't get me wrong. It's entertaining for us contractors because we think, what a bunch of dumbasses. Because none of us do that in real life. Because in real life, we don't have 10 other subs that are going to come in behind us and fix all the damage that we just created with sledgehammers. And neither does the average homeowner. The reason they're doing it themselves is to save money. On TV, they have all kinds of contractors at their disposal to use, so they don't care. Plus, it makes a mess in a homeowner's home. You don't want to do that. It looks foolish. So the only thing left here is they have a screw here in the corner. And if you take these out nicely, you can use them again. I'm all about using things over and over again. Okay, so at this point, this vanity is ready to come out. The only thing we need to do now is everything's loose here. Oh, we got a caulk joint there, so we're gonna need to cut that. There. So the only thing left here is have the plumber cut the shutoffs off, cap that off for right now. Cut the drain line off for us, cap that for right now. Then these are ready to come right out. Then we go ahead and do our drywall repairs, spray our texture, paint, and then all the new cabinets are ready to go in. So that's the end of that. Now Nate's going to do the other one, so I'm going to show. I just showed him how to do it. So now, now he's going to act as the homeowner because he's never done one before. So now you can see how easy it is for him to do it. You know, if he needs any help, I'm right here to help him. But that's it.
Awesome. All right.
Still going?
Yeah.
Okay, so grab the stuff and we'll just move in there so you can have all the...
Did you use the multi-tool or no?
Nope, I never did use it.
All right, you got everything?
Drill.
Where is the drill? What'd you do with the drill, Dad?
Oh, I'm sorry, I got it.
Okay. Alright, let's give this a whirl. So,
First thing you want to do is shut your water lines off. Do your plumbing first, so that way it's disconnected so you can take the sink out.
alright.
So show everybody how you did that, how that gets done. And just take your time. No one's got a clock on you.
Righty tighty, lefty loosey.
Yep.
Alright, so those are off. That's off. Shoot.
They're not very tight anyway to begin with, so they never did tighten down that. And then just pull the water line out of the shutoff. And make sure you have your water shut off at the outside, because those shutoffs on those water lines don't always completely shut off all the way. So never just trust a shutoff.
There's a little water.
Well, you're gonna get a little bit. There's some in the line.
Alright.
Yeah, both.
I just got the one that was like froze up at the end there a little bit. It's a little hard to get in here. Trying to get a good shot. As well as do this for you guys.
How's it going, Nate?
It's going. I'm just trying to like get a good angle for it so everyone can see, you know, as I'm doing it. Bumped it.
Okay, you got the water line?
Trying to. They're pretty good. I got the fitting off, but let's get really in there. What the hell's going on? There we go. Holy crap. Alright. So they're both off.
Now you need to remove the drain.
Oh, the P-trap thing? Alright, cool. We're just loosening it from the top. Yeah.
So, turning.
Yeah.
Okay, loosen it all the way and slide it up, so that way it's right out of your way. I can view with it.
Yeah. Oh god, that stinks.
Yeah, don't spill that P-trap, because it's going to stink.
Alright, so it's loose.
Okay, so you're done down there.
Alright.
You go ahead and shut the doors for now.
Yeah, god. I don't want to keep smelling that.
It shouldn't smell. One of the other one did.
That one stinks. You don't smell that?
Yeah,
Whew.
you don't need these anymore. You're done.
Is that Duke farting?
So, you don't need this. Just get everything out of your way you don't need. Go
We're
ahead
gonna
and
need
cut
those.
Start slow. Just kind of glide it across it first. You're going to break the seal the first time. Then be careful when you get to the corner. Alright. Then go down the wall. Yep. Keep going. Yep. Now go back across the...
Do it again?
A couple times, yeah. Okay. Now stick the big nuts in this corner. Now go all the way down so that way you know you broke the seal. No, down this way. Yep. Yep, just like that. Make sure you got the seal broke. Come on, get it in there. My God. You're like a dandy. You're really going to be dandy. Get it in there. Come on.
I'll break it.
Break what?
I don't know.
Come on, dandy. We'll get it. Just rock it back and forth. There you go. Over the corner. Come on. Alright, you're not in, so just cut it again with the utility knife.
Man, this piece of crap is like breaking.
Get your finger out of the way there.
That should do it.
Alright, you should be there now. Okay, now cut the caulk joint so that way it'll be easier to come out. Does that always do like half a thing?
Yeah, it's a little bit behind.
No, but it's like it's like this much of a screen.
Oh. Oh, if you want to watch the whole screen. You know. There's like a way. Annie Vaughn's watching.
Watch. Yep. Now go up in the corner. Okay. I'll take this again. Start in the corner. You don't ever want to go in the middle because it'll just bow. No.
What?
Go this way. Get.
And just kind of rock it a little bit.
Yeah, kind of get this in. There. Then just. It's still pretty tight, so just go down through there. And look for a lot of pop on that. Yep, there you go.
Hear it.
Okay. Now take your 5-in-1. It's more rigid. Stick it in the corner.
That corner? Or this
No,
corner?
that corner. Now pull it back.
Sweet. Dang. Yeah. There's a lot on the bottom.
I'm sure it wasn't Nancy.
Whatever.
Yep. Now just repeat basically with the back. You need to take the screw out of the corner.
Where's the drill at?
You're gonna have to do this, man. I'm not,
Well, get out of the way,
I'm not
soul
even
sister.
here. Check if that gyroscope works good.
Yeah. Got your gyroscope. As the bit comes out. Annie.
Sometimes when you're doing this, you gotta be really careful when you're on a construction site. Are you gonna cut that or not?
Yeah, I undid the screw.
Just get everything out of your way you don't need.
Still need this.
Sometimes when you're on a construction site, like I say, you gotta watch out for falling debris. Oh!
Yeah, I got your falling debris, scumbag.
It happens sometimes. You never know when there's trucks and drywall coming at you.
Yeah, I got your drywall.
Gotta be ready for it.
Yeah, you're hilarious.
All right, so you're good to go.
This is why I work in a hospital.
Why what?
I said that's why I work in a hospital. You don't have to worry about falling debris.
Yeah, it's falling fat people.
Well, you know, that happens. It happens. This isn't too bad. What's up, Duker? You rabid now? Man, I really cocked the living heck out of this thing. Oh, I'm just taking my time going over it. I've been over it a bunch of times, so let's see what happens.
Yep. Yep. There's a lot in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, go back to the corner. Jesus. Get it in there. Come on. It's just hot. There you go. There. Now wiggle it.
Okay, you can still see it when I push it
Yeah,
out.
you're gonna have to work your way down to the end.
That's fine. Tis what it is.
Some of them are a little bit harder than others, you know?
Yeah. It's all good though. Dang. So you know what? Get off that wall a little bit. Hit it again with the utility knife. Look at that. Practically a semi-professional race car driver. Awesome. Maybe. So I hope everybody that's watching is having a happy new year. Thanks for hanging out with us for a little bit. Holy moly. There we go. Goes. All broken free. There we go. I think. Maybe. Oh, Lord. Nope. Right there. Well, it is what it is, unfortunately. That's come out a little nicer. Okay, now with everything loose, get everything off of here. Everything should come out nice and neat. Maybe. Oh, you know what? Did say something about the 4 screws underneath. So. Oh God, it stinks. Come on. Doesn't want to come. Come back to it. Come back. Upside down and sideways here. Whew. That's fun. Okay, that's 2. This one in this front right here. Good. Unfortunately, the back part, when I cut it loose, it peeled a little bit of the like laminate top off. Kind of sink a little bit.
It's alright.
I know, but
use it anyway.
I know, but if we could have just donated it, it'd been cool. It's back.
It was probably loose there. It didn't stick when they did it. Yeah, that's all loose. They didn't do a very good job.
Yeah, this still. Like back screw doesn't want to cooperate. God, this thing is such a pain to get to. Yeah, this one is like, this doesn't want to cooperate. Just like spinning in place. What the hell? It's been like 30 minutes ticking with this countertop screw. Yeah, this one didn't want to work out, so I'm like, I'll just see if maybe it'll.
Okay, just be careful when you're yanking it like this, because if that pipe is still down inside the P-trap, you want to lift it up.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And you're free.
Oh, we're good to go. Like some black water stuff in there. Nice and stinky.
Take it downstairs.
Take it downstairs. Come on, Bubba.
We could save the sink and faucet for something, but the rest of it.
Okay. Want me to put it in the garage, or just put it downstairs in the living room? All right. Put it up against the. Ooh, watch out, Bubba. You okay? Handsome guy. Handsome guy. Duker do. All right, now that we got those all off.
Okay,
Is that it?
what else do you need to do with the cabinet?
Take it off from the wall. Or at least loosen it up from the wall.
You need to cut this caulk joint on that side too.
Gotcha.
And take that screw out.
Okay.
This is garbage now.
And cut along the wall here.
Yep, score it. You want to do that because you don't want to have any repair there.
Gotcha. Oh, I see it now.
The cabinet will cover that, so the least amount of repairs is better, you know?
Yeah, that's money.
So this is who's watching us right now?
Mm-hmm.
Just 2 people?
Well, that's the live part. 12.
Who's Steph Colenco?
Dawn and Dale's daughter. Steph, Con, and Katie.
All right.
All right, man. Now I can do the 2 screws from the back. Just have it ready.
Say it with authority. Don't say it with a question. Do you think those are the things you need to do?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's bolted down.
There you go.
If we have a plumber come take a look at this, then we'll just be able to pull it out.
Yep. Well, the reason we're going to have the plumber do it is because we're going to have new shutoffs. If we weren't going to put new shutoffs in, we could just cut around it and lift the cabinet out of there. But seeing as we're going to have all new shutoffs, they'll just come and cap them off for now. Then that way when we're ready, we set the new vanities, they'll come in and put all new shutoffs in. Because what we've already found is with the toilets, even with them with the shutoff all the way in, they still leaked. All 3 of them did. This one, that one did, and the one downstairs. So, you know, it's better safe than sorry. So why not just have this when we have this all apart? You might as well just go ahead and put new ones in. So at this point, Nate's free. That little cock joint right there for Nate.
All right.
Other than that, you're pretty much free. Yeah. No, squirt it lightly first, and then you have the groove defined. Once you squirt it lightly, now the knife will stay in that groove. Then you can do it a little bit harder every time. Yep, now you're good to go.
Cool.
All right, so next time we see this, it'll be out. So, all right, you're good to go for now.
All right, cool. So that's it, huh?
Right now.
Awesome, man. Sounds good. Thanks everybody for watching. Hopefully we'll get the plumber here in a little bit, and we'll be back on in a little bit and remove these vanities and do some other stuff.